Look, just call me Corona cause I got them sick. These niggas be hating and say they don't like me, but just like they shorty, they all on my dick. White, bitch, I'll hit a lick and then take the charge like I'm setting a pick. I can't fuck with niggas who say they my brothers who then try to turn on a nigga and switch. I can't trust these bitches who say that they love me, cause shit can get ugly. I'm fucking a buddy if she try to play me, or if she thinks she getting money.
Quarantine is boring.
Yeah, yo, that was actually my first question. I'm like, you know, how you been holding up during quarantine?
I've been actually getting a lot done in the quarantine. It's crazy. It's boring, but I've been getting a lot done, like music-wise. Yeah, it's good.
That's so dope. So are you writing a lot, or are you actually in the studio?
Yeah, I've probably been in the studio for like 15 hours already during this quarantine.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so dope. Would you ever have imagined there would be a time where you could just like sit down and work as much as you want?
I mean, when I used to live by the studio I used to go to, so I basically lived there at one point. If I could again stay in the studio overnight every day, I would. But now I would need like Lysol and hand sanitizer and gloves.
No, that's a big fact. I mean, it's very different. I do feel like everybody is like on point now with that though. Like you're saying, like we're all like clean fanatics now.
Yeah, I got like 30 different masks and stuff.
Nah, that's smart, definitely. Congratulations on Love Song too. I was like
Oh yeah,
listening
thank
to
you
Love
so
Song.
much.
You're welcome. I'm like, wow, this is so dope. But before we even get into that, I want people to know, of course, you're verified. And last time I had interviewed you too last year, you was already verified. So you've been verified for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things been good though. I like the verification check. It helps. It feels better.
Yeah, right? Isn't that epic?
It been getting me a lot of like, I could say more exposure and like more plugged in with people and stuff. So.
That's so dope. And how did you feel when you found out that like Cardi B was following you?
Cardi B was actually following me since I was like 17.
What? That's insane. How did that come about?
I met her at the strip club, but she was working before she was famous too. So it was kind of cool to see someone that like just blow up, you know. So that inspired me because she's Spanish too, and I'm a Spanish descent. So it was like, oh wow, she could do this shit. Like I can do this shit. Like literally, she was in the strip club working for her money, and literally like a month later, she came out with Bodak Yellow, and it was over with.
Wow, that's insane. So you was there like from the beginning. Gotcha. So with I never got a chance to find out because I was like rewatching our interview and I'm like, I didn't get a chance to ask you that. I think I asked you, but I asked you off camera. Like, what was your first reaction when you saw you were verified?
Oh, I was hyped. I went and bought a bottle of Bel Air.
Hey, is that your favorite liquor?
Nah, Hennessy, but I just wanted to feel. I wanted something to just.
That makes sense.
I was happy.
That. So how did Love Songs come about? Because as I told you guys, it's an amazing work of art, but it has nothing to do with love. So I'm like, let's get into this.
I named it Love Songs because it has nothing to do with love. Yeah, so people was gonna question it anyway. So I was like, yeah. And Love Songs, basically, that was a project that I started 2-3 months before the quarantine happened, and I had troubles uploading the mixtape or whatever because they kept asking for my lyrics, and all those songs legit. I probably just wrote the hook and freestyled every verse on every song. So I was in the booth just working, having fun with that project. That project was more fun, just like expressing my feelings and stuff. That's why I was able to hit those high notes in certain songs and stuff like that. So I was just having real fun with that project. But now I'm getting back to my rap and lyrical stuff that the fans miss and stuff.
Wow. No way. I would have never imagined you would have said it was fun because you was spitting some real bars. Like I was listening to it and I was like, ouch. Like I felt that. And it's not even about me.
Yeah. I try to always inquire like my pain and my soul, like the stuff that I go through. Try to sum it up more like for the harmonic music because you can say a lot with that melodic music stuff, but it's like people want to hear a little dumbed down and stretched words and want to have something they can sing along to, like ABC, for example, like A, B, C, D, E, I don't ever that, like, that was just, I don't know how I came up with that, but it's regular alphabetical stuff. It's just catchy, though.
It's hard, but I make it look easy. From the gutter, bitch, I do your ass greasy. Niggas turned on me because they can't beat me. Big man, know they want to kill me.
I love that record, and I really want to talk about your journey because you've accomplished so much as an artist, and I
It's
know it's a battle with love and hate.
it's crazy because Big Mad was probably the most funnest song on that project. Uh, Big Mad, I was in the studio with my girlfriend, so she was just looking at me and stuff, and I'm like, all right, so now I need to come up with like, because I say all my songs are hits, I just don't have the exposure. So I was like, I need to come up with a hit, you know? I'm like, so I'm thinking of hook, and I'm like, nah, I can't write nothing today. A producer, engineer that comes in, he walks in, and that's my friend. His name is Slave Ron. Made this. He made the beat. He's like, bro, stop going on YouTube, man. You need to just make like original music and just put it out there. People waiting. I was like, all right. He sits there, literally makes that beat. He makes Big Mad in like 15 minutes. The whole beat, cooked it up right in front of me. Boom. I'm like, oh. So while he was making it, I was flowing with it, and it was like an inspirational moment. It was like, now I got a force behind me, like someone that also believe in me that will make my beats. That is like, no, yeah, we're gonna make this work and stuff. And he was pitching me ideas while I was coming up with flows and stuff. So Big Mad was actually a real fun song to come up with.
Wow, 15
Yeah.
minutes.
15 minutes he made the beat, and probably like 20 minutes I finished the song. So it's like a
Wow.
35-minute project, but yeah, my engineer, he gets mad. I do like 3 songs in 1 hour. He's like, bro, what the fuck?
Yo, that's crazy. I love how you guys work so fast together too. That's like magic.
Yeah, I've been with these guys for like 6 years, about 5 years, 6 years.
Man, that's impressive. I love that. Medusa, that's actually one of my favorite records.
I like, see, I, I'm big on like mythology. What do you call it? Greek stuff like that, and
Yeah.
biblical stories and Samsung and Delilah, Adam and Eve and stuff. So Medusa was, I think I was watching Percy Percy Jackson or something, and then they went into Leia and fought Medusa, and then she pulled out her hair. So I was like, that's it. I was like, that's it. So I like all that stuff, and I was like, I want to shoot a video for that because I was like, it'd be cool if I get to hold the snake and have like a Greek statue behind me or something, some crazy stuff.
Yeah, and I like how you talk about both men and women, how they could be snakes. Like they could be your friends, they could be your girls,
Yeah,
like
I had a
anybody.
lot of trouble with my male friends. Yeah, so I
I
learned
heard that.
early. I felt like the support that the real support comes from the females. You can tell if it's genuine or not. But a guy is hard. Is distant. You gotta distance yourself because they could be using you or just whatever, plotting against you. You know,
That's
it's
true.
sad, but it's true.
Right, exactly. And especially because you're from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. I grew up in Brooklyn and Queens, so I got to witness both sides and stuff. But mainly Brooklyn. Brooklyn is a strong building characteristic background. Like, you know, it just builds so much character coming from there. It, I can't say everything about it is great, but I love where I come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be who I am or think of the shit that I think of without being from there. So it's a great place for me.
That's really dope because you know what? That was actually one of my questions. You kind of already took it. I was gonna ask you about that because in the winter music video, you had said sick and tired of these streets, but I love how you made me. And I was like, yo, that line.
Yeah, like all my it's trial and error. It's trial and error. So everything I did when I was growing up that was reckless and that I witnessed and been through, like it really did make me and humble me down as a person. Cause, bro, look at we never thought the COVID would happen. Like life is short and people were just dying. I
Yeah,
could have speeded up the process if I went down a different route coming where I'm from. So I'm grateful, and it gave me so much inspiration for my music to tell the world like calm down. Like even though they like when I say all that crazy stuff, but like all right, let me say it for you. Just calm down, you know, like we're good.
I love that. And you know, it's funny you mentioned this because one thing I always wonder if you're from Brooklyn, is it more support because it's like spread love is the Brooklyn way, or is it harder because there's so many top artists coming out of Brooklyn all at one time?
think Brooklyn hate me.
Mm.
And I love Brooklyn so much. It's not Brooklyn in general. Certain parts of Brooklyn, they don't show me the respect that I would say I deserve, or like
Mm-hmm.
the credit that they don't know about that they should know about. But it's crazy because it's like the Bronx. I check my analytics and the statistics all the time. The Bronx, Queens, and then Brooklyn is like my top 3.
Wow.
Yeah, but I love Brooklyn. That's why most rappers leave home to blow up. I'm staying here. I'm like, I'm gonna get my respect here as long as I keep putting my foot and working it and keep going. So it's gonna work out regardless.
Yeah, that's a big fact, especially like your music is so good. It's the bars that really stand out. So I feel like people who they like, let's say they hear your first song, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that was dope." Like they're gonna catch
Yeah,
it.
I
That's
like,
dope.
I like. I don't know how those catchy bars come about. That's just me being me. Like literally, like I don't know how this song came on, but it's like think I'm pushy because I'm pretty. Like I don't know why I call myself like I was just. It happens. Like I used to be lit. Like I used to drink like Hennessy every day. It's probably like the first time I drank Hennessy in months, honestly. But it's a celebration. I feel lit that you have me on your show, and it's a
Yes,
blessing.
thank
You know what I'm
you.
saying?
Dope. Like winter, I was gonna ask you, what made you shoot it in the woods?
Uh, I just kind of wanted to get away from everybody at the moment. Like you hear the song, so I just in that moment I was keeping my distance from a lot of people that I actually cut off. So I
Mm.
was separated from everybody, and that's when I just got my verification badge. So like I got that endorsement from that jacket, bed sheet thingy, whatever the hell I was wearing and stuff. So I was just trying to get on the right path. Now that everything calmed down, I got my head better and I strategized a few marketing plans and stuff. So everything's better.
That's dope. And I feel like you're literally in my head because that was my next thing. I was like, yo, that coat was so hard. Like I've never seen anything like that from
The
like top to
$2,000
bottom.
jacket.
For
They
real?
gave me that one and that $800 jacket. It's called Alpha Style. That store is actually fly. Family members of mine own a store in Ridgewood, Queens, which is borderline of Brooklyn and Queens. They invited me. I was there with Nino Man, my son, uh,
Nice.
and DJ Will from 105.1, I believe so.
Okay.
And then, the verification badge got me those jackets, man. Being an artist,
Really?
yeah, they played my music in the store. I bought some clothes. I was shopping a little bit. The other artists were shopping and stuff, and the clothing designer was there. He's actually feeling my vibe and stuff because I like to mingle and talk to people when I'm around them and stuff. So he kicked it with me. He listened to my music. He was like, "Nah, bro, here you can wear my stuff for a video and stuff." I was like humbled. It was like, "Oh my god!" I looked
Yeah.
up the prices. I was like, "Oh my god, this shit is in Saks Fifth." Like,
That's huge.
yeah. So it was great.
Yeah, that jacket was hard. I was watching that video. I was like, what is that? I don't even know the brand, like, until you just said it.
It's so weird because the jacket has rings. Like if you want to put it as like a curtain, but it's big enough to cover your bed, and then it closes fully like a sleeping bag. So I don't know what it is, but it got a hood. I don't know what it is.
Yo, that's mad funny. I would have never guessed that. That was very clever on their end.
Yeah,
So, I mean, speaking of lyrics, we all know that you have amazing lyrics. And like you said, it's just you make hit songs, you make hit music, it's the exposure.
yeah.
Now, I want to say sorry on behalf of the universe for 6ix9ine stealing your lyrics because that
Oh,
was terrible. I heard it and I was like, yo, that's literally like the same thing.
at first, it's crazy. I was waiting for him to go live to watch it. I mean, everybody was probably. But I was on the phone with my cousin, and like he dropped his music video, like I'm doing now. I'll be on YouTube just listening to music, and the video came on, and my girlfriend realized it. Like she played it back for me, and I was like, oh. So I was like upset in the moment, but like now I'm actually thankful and humbled. Like I
Wow.
moved on for it. Like even all the people that come at me and shit, like I actually accepted it and happy. Like I regret going out there and freestyling the record. I didn't even write the record that I made against him. None of that. I freestyled that shit. I
Mm.
regret doing all that, but I'm actually happy because I got some of the recognition, exposure that I needed, and it actually boosted a lot of my statistics on SoundCloud, Spotify, Instagram is going crazy now. So that's why I was like, it's cool because I got a lot of the important people watching me now. So as long as they're watching me and I'm doing what I gotta do on my end, I'll be fine. So I'd rather be a humble person and just wait my turn than to be upset and mad about it. I'm not. I never really was mad. I actually said the song was fire because it got my lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Got a nice beat. It's an up-tempo beat. I like up-tempo beats. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, though, it's cool. We both from the same place, from Brooklyn. We both Spanish. It's whatever, bro. Like, I didn't take a L. Like, I'm not quarantined after quarantine. You know?
I like that.
So I got my exposure. I got what I needed, and I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. So I don't really pay attention. I haven't even heard his name in a minute. For real though.
That's great though. I'm so happy to hear that it actually was a great benefit for you, you know, and that you're getting the recognition that you deserve from like other people as well.
Now, yeah, it benefited in a good way. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's so dope.
God sends blessings in different ways, and like you would never know. It could feel like a shitty moment in the beginning, but the outcome could be great. You know what I'm saying? Is what you do with it. So
Yes, I love that. Like a Sour Patch. That's dope. I
yeah,
like that.
it's a sour and it's sweet.
Exactly. That's so dope. So I know we were talking about like his song, he dropped the music video. We got a little bit into the winter music video. What is your favorite music video to date that you've shot and why?
Today, I feel like I ain't shoot my favorite video yet, but my favorite video out probably would be winter or intro. I like the
Mm,
quality. I like the way I look in those videos. They're basic though. Like I wanna be able to like direct one of my own videos and show the world what I be thinking. Like, you know,
that's dope. Do you have any ideas for like international, like maybe going out of the country for a music video?
my marketing plan is going international. I don't even. It's gonna be lit. I'm trying to attack the Spanish countries because my descent is gonna. I feel like I'll be more at home. I want to go to Puerto Rico and stuff. I feel great over there. Like just the atmosphere and the weather and hearing that little coqui, which is a frog, it just keeps going. He's whistling all day. Like I need to be around those vibes for a little bit, you know?
That's dope. Are you
Yeah.
100% Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
That's fire. That would be dope. Um, so I noticed you have two features on Love Songs. How did those features come about?
Those are actually close friends of mine that I, I felt like needed to be on my project with me. Cause whatever. I always just show love and stuff, and like I love their sound as artists too. But those two, Dev and Gliz, yeah. Dev, I met Dev in the studio, and Gliz I knew for a long time, for a couple years already. Gliz always been like a brother to me and stuff. So when we linked up with that song after we fell off probably for like 2 years or something. But our song before that did like 150,000 on YouTube. So I said, yo, Gliz, we're gonna do
Wow.
something like we're gonna remake an old song, like come back like on a hit type of level. And then Dev, I sent them actually like 3 tracks from the tape, and he picked Bad Girl, and I was like, bro, that's one of my favorite songs. Violate it, like go crazy. So it worked out well. I threw them on because I
Yes.
also was like, they have their own little fan base. I was rebuilding mine. I was rebuilding my fan base, so
Mm.
everybody benefited from it and stuff.
That's dope. I'm glad you mentioned Bad Girl. Bad Girl is one of my favorite records as well. Before we get into that, I'm reading some of the comments. Shout out to New York City Chris. He said, ask what's your most surprising feature. So I'm curious. That was a wonderful question, by the way. I'm like, so yes, what are some of your most surprising features?
Uh, One of my mentors passed away recently through due to COVID.
Oh,
His
I'm
name is Frederick
sorry.
Godson. I have a
Mm.
song with Frederick Godson. Philly Freeway. They used to be down with Rock Nation and stuff. I don't know if he still is. I don't pay attention, but he jumped on one of my songs after seeing me perform. He was like, "This kid is nice. Send me that record." That I sent him it. I had a Jay Guapo song that I didn't drop. And I'm trying to get Chef G on the new show, but I haven't worked that out yet. So
Wow, that'll be fire.
yeah, it's gonna be lit. We're gonna be lit.
Yes, Brooklyn Wave. Heard you, heard you.
Has to be a light up. Sorry.
Wow. No, no, it's no problem. Now that's really dope. And yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. That was very hard for that for like the whole hip hop community with Fred the Godson.
He like gave me inspiration when I was like 17. I met him on. I was doing a little tour for another mentor of mine. She used to throw these hip hop shows named AD the General. She passed away too. May she God rest in peace. But so she had a couple upcoming artists and stuff like doing her shows. A Boogie did one of her shows back in 2013 in November. Uh, like before he was A Boogie, so it was like so a couple people Freddie Wap did one of the shows and then signed a deal with 300. Like, so it was a good outlet at the time. So she had me opening it up for every artist that she had that was like headlining and stuff. I met like Cassidy, Freeway. That's how I met Fred. So whatever the case may be, I meet Fred. Fred hears me, I'm 17, and then he comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, I wish I rapped at you. I mean, I wish I rapped like you at your age." So I took that as a compliment. And I opened up to him for him like 3, 4, 5 times after in different states, like PA to Ohio to like Virginia, like weird, cause she had out of state shows, even Florida. But I did a Florida show with Corey Guns, so every time I opened up for Fred, he treated me like a celebrity. I didn't have to wait in the crowd no more. I was backstage, like hanging out, like a star and shit. And he was just mentoring me. And then every time I heard his spit, I was like, nah, bro, I gotta keep it lyrical all the time, like now. So he's one of the reasons why I got like bars still. I always stay up with my bars and keep going. It's a blessing. Like he's in a better place now. It's good. We're good.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's so true. And that's amazing that you were around so many artists and opening up for them at that.
Yeah, I opened up for a lot of artists. I can't even keep track no more. Yeah.
Wow, that's epic.
I want to open up for the new artists like my times now. That'll benefit more because I already feel like I have the older crowd, the old heads. That's what they be waiting for is for my freestyles and all this crazy stuff. So
That's so fire. So who are 3 artists if you can open up for them? Who would they be and why?
Young Thug, you already know I'm a
Oh
big
yeah,
Young Thug.
Thugger.
Thugger for president again. Young Thug, he's the GOAT, man. He makes good songs. Like he makes good songs. Probably G Herbo. G Herbo, he's one of my favorite rappers. Definitely a G Herbo, Doug, and probably like Fabulous. I like
Ooh,
Fab. Yeah, I gotta keep riddling in there, bro. Fab is lit. That's just lit.
that's true. Fab makes hits. Like I love listening to Fab. I could listen to Fab like 20, 30, 40 years from now. I'm gonna still be listening to
Yeah,
Fabulous.
like I could listen to old Fab like it's new Fab, and listen to new Fab and it sounds like old Fab. So it's like I'm lit.
Yes, exactly. So now we can get into Bad Girl. Before we get into the lyrics, you did mention Trayvon, so that I found that to be really dope. So I'm curious to know, like, how have these events possibly impacted you?
Like some people may not know, but being Spanish don't give us a pass. We're not. It was just like everyone else, especially in Brooklyn and Bronx and growing up from New York. But we get followed when we go inside the stores by the owners thinking we're gonna steal shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes we walk down the block and have to just walk like this all day just because of where we live from. So it's like when I hear shit about people in other states going through the same thing, or even in New York, like what happened to Junior, like it's crazy.
Mm.
So sometimes I'm referencing them in my tracks. I hate New York. You hear this?
I do hear it. Yeah.
But I reference these things in my songs sometimes because you gotta big up those people and you gotta show the world what's really happening sometimes because the world may see that it's going on, but they're not awake to it. They're not woke. They see it. They're like, oh my God, they killed this kid. because he had a hoodie on and Skittles and Arizona in his pocket, and it's like it's deeper than that. Because this guy gets away with things after that. Trayvon happened years ago. I brought it up years later in a song on my mixtape because why? Look how many things happened with this Zimmerman dude after, and that he's gotten away with. So it's like sad to see that a certain America condones it. That's crazy. That's nuts.
Absolutely.
It's nuts. That
Right.
could
And
be me going to the store. That could be me literally walking to the store. That's nuts. No.
exactly. It is very terrifying. It's very scary. And that's why I had asked you about it because I do feel like people don't realize that it's happening to a lot of people. And I feel like it's more and more people nowadays. It's almost like not even only one race is starting to just be like attack on a bunch of races.
It's starting to look like a purge. I don't know what's going on. Like it's just everybody's just bugged out, and then this quarantine made it worse because domestic violence went up. People not paying attention to that. That's just crazy. People feel like they're stuck inside of a home.
Yeah, I saw that on the news. That kind of scared me too. Like just thinking about how terrifying it has to be for other people in that situation. So that was different.
I'm not. I'm a real person. Like I get angry sometimes being stranded in the room. Like I wake up feeling upset. I'm like, how the hell? Like, and I'm like, we need air. Like we need to breathe. We need to get out there and do what we naturally do that keeps us going. So old people that are used to working to stop working, they get sick because they're so used to working. And that's what kept them going. It's like crazy what's going on today. So messed up.
Yeah. That's so true. And that's why I'm not gonna lie, music keeps me like going. Music makes me so happy. And like I was listening to your project and like I got like a burst of energy. I was like, wow, this is like fire. Um and like on Bad Girl, it's a whole vibe. You was like, last time we spoke, I said I hate you and I meant it. I was like,
Yeah, yeah. Those are like real old things that's happened. Cause I've been with my girlfriend for a long time now, but she knows
nice.
everything about me. I tell her everything, and she knows a lot. So I still like to put my life out there, because I still haven't said these things. It's been a long time since I dropped a project, like a legit project. So I was like, it got to be something good. They got to know where I've been, what I've been doing, how I've been feeling, and how much fun I've been having since then. So that's what like Love Souls was for me and stuff.
That's dope. I really like that you said that too, because that was one of the things I was thinking too. I'm like, so how does Jay Starr feel about relationships? So that's great to hear that you're in one and that you waited so long, because I also feel like when you're dropping such deep lyric, you don't want to drop that when you're going through it, because people are annoying. Like they're gonna rub it in, they're gonna
No,
make it
I wait.
worse.
I take my time and I don't name drop like at all. I keep my stuff strictly about like emotion based and like feeling and truth. My truth, which is the truth. But you know, people get upset. They hear these things and then they're like, no, and they attack you and stuff. But it's like, okay, why would you attack me though if it's not true? You know, so that's how I write these. Uh, they're not love songs. I don't know how to say it. Resentment songs,
I
maybe.
like that.
Resentment songs. I have love songs and stuff in the stash. Those are gonna be hit records though. So like, it's all about timing for me. Like,
That's dope. So you're holding on to them until the time is right. I got that. Respect. So this one lyric really stood out to me too. My best friend and my first B then gave me cases. Trust no one like Scarface. You catch a facelift. Wow. Wow.
yeah, those were the first times I ever been arrested. My first girlfriend and my first best friend.
Wow.
Yeah,
Insane.
court cases when I was what, six? Yeah, at the same year, 16, 16 years old. I beat them.
Wow.
I beat them. Thank God it's good, but
Yes, thank
it's
God.
just going through the system at that age can actually fuck you up mentally. Especially going through it 2, 3 times in the same year. You're like, oh my God, I'm playing with my life. Like, you know, it's a
Yeah.
scary thing. Your mother, your father don't even want to let you. You was quarantined at 16. You not even want to go outside. You know, you can't even go outside. Like you're getting into too much trouble now. Like you know. But
No, that's true.
after those things happened to me, I actually focused on basketball. But I didn't have the most money coming up, so like I couldn't make it far. But I could have made it far in basketball. Like I went to the Knicks camp and played with Iman Shumpert 1-on-1 and James White,
Wow.
Chris Copeland and stuff. At like 17, at the end of that 16, getting in trouble with stuff. For 17, I went to these in the East Hamptons. I went
Mm.
far and it was like a mansion home, so it was like a private workout. And one of the Knicks training staff was like, "Get your son. We could get him into a high school out here and stuff. He could play basketball and then we can put him in college and proceed and stuff." But I ain't have the
Wow.
money for it. And I was short. They knew I was short, but like when I was 6'7", I could grab rim and stuff. I don't know about anymore. I haven't played ball in like 2 years, but I was above the decent player. Like that's why in high school I tried to go for my high school team. I bounced to like 4 high schools, but my first
Hmm.
team, my absences, they kicked me off my first week. My second team, they already had a point guard and they wasn't trying to even let me try out. So I was like, fuck this place. I was like, this is why I'm a rapper.
Oh man.
Because a lot of rappers have hoop dreams, but I really like tried to do it. I tried.
But you were nice. Like that's crazy. Like to play with Iman Shumpert and like the Knicks camp, like that's epic. That's like more than I think the people who are in the league, like more than they did at that time. You know what I mean?
They gave me a trophy because uh, it was fourth quarter. They did a 5-on-5 with all the kids my age group, and then I literally 1 second left hit a 3-pointer to win the game, and I won a trophy. And I broke it in the car. I broke it when I fell asleep like in the car backseat, tired,
Mm-hmm.
and I fell asleep on it, and it broke. And I woke up so tight. I was so mad. I was like, I literally just won this trophy to break it. Like, no, that was
Blew
like a
that.
sign for me right there, though. Like, basketball's not gonna work.
Wow, really? You took it like for real, like that moment?
I literally snapped a trophy I just got like an hour before. And I wake up later, I'm back home, driving home from the East Hamptons, tired as shit. Bro, those workouts, they make you want to throw up. But the Knicks got a good staff. You go to the water fountain and shoots out Powerade, frozen Powerade is so good. I
That's
miss
dope.
basketball. Like, I wish we had like gyms we could go to during this quarantine. I probably would have been working out or something.
I agree. I feel like we should have had that too because I want to work out, but I'm like, oh well, never mind. Um, so I wanted to know what's the studio vibe for you like, you know, because with you coming up with these lyrics and stuff like that.
For the studio, I just like to have a lot of weed.
That's it.
Yeah, I got you. I like to have a lot of weed, and then I don't drink like that no more. I don't like it.
That's good.
Uh, I don't like it. I drink a little bit. That's why I got a little baby bottle.
Yeah, you know, it's not good for you, so that's good that you that you
I
switched
went to the
over.
doctor's like I don't know when I was 22, and he was like, "You keep drinking this way, your liver's gonna explode when you're like 35." I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna."
Oh wow, that's crazy though that he could see from that far, like ahead of time. Like, okay, wait, that's good
Yeah.
though.
Shout out
Yeah,
my doctor Lou.
yeah, right. So you do have a sample. I heard that Neo sample with the song Love.
Yeah,
And it's crazy because it's like you even mentioned love backwards evil. It's like a heartbreak song. Like basically it's like complete
yeah,
opposite.
yeah. I probably wrote like that. The love backwards spells evil thing probably when I was like 16. But I rethought of it in the studio, you know, like, because I was saying, probably think that this is a love song that I wrote for you and stuff. So then I was like, what can I do with this? And that was the me reuniting with Liz and stuff. So I was like, it got to be a banger and shit. So that one I worked mentally, like, to craft it. Yeah.
Wow, that's dope. Okay. And like even Lumi D, like where did you get the inspiration? Like Uh-oh was out so many years ago, but I love
Louis
it.
D is probably the only song on the tape that was recorded probably like 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, Lumi D. I actually um I ran into Lumi D like mad times,
Really?
but they like see they showed me a whole nother side of the industry that I didn't know at such a young age. So they brought us to this private mansion party. Only a few people were in there and stuff, like 80. But it's private party, ain't no one else getting in there. And they had her performing and stuff. So I was like, oh shit. Like this is what they do when you're at a certain level. Like, oh. And then she was with the Tony Sunshine and stuff. So
Nice.
I was like, this is fire. And then I seen her. I performed in a club. She was there. Then I did another club event. Then she just started mingling with me. She kept seeing me. She's like, what the fuck and shit. So she's a cool person. Like, I don't know if she heard the song or anything, but I, I think that's why I didn't shoot the video for her. I was trying to just reach out and get her in the video, which would be a good look. So
It
that'd be
definitely
fire.
would be like, especially if she could do her uh-oh while you do your uh-oh, and now it's like a merging uh-ohs.
I don't know if the people know, but that's such like a big song during the Puerto Rican Day Parade. It's
True.
crazy. So it's like that's also where it came from because I performed at the 116 festival when I was younger. Like my people were strong, you know. I was like, oh wow, yeah,
Oh, that's fire. Yeah, I love it. That was like one of the most clever records ever. Like for you to flip it like that. That was
yeah. It
cool.
was so hard trying to change how she said it too. It was like because I'm trying to record it. I'm just like the first 2-3 takes. I'm like, I'm like singing her shit. I'm like, I gotta do something. So I started stuttering it. I was like, I was like, oh, this could work. And then my engineer was like, do that, do that. I was like, yeah, I got you, bro. So it went well.
Oh man, yeah, that was exciting. Like I'm definitely going to listen to Lumi D after, so just so you know.
Thank you so much.
Yes, yes, definitely. So I mean, clearly this was a project you made a long time ago. It's different experiences, different scenarios. What is one thing you hope people feel by the end of this project?
I mean, it kind of got like pushed because of the whole Takashi incident, which I'm not going to talk about, but
Hmm.
it also gave it a limelight. So I just hope that people get to listen and hear that side of me because what's coming out next is going to be ridiculous. They're not going to be able to tame me. What's coming out next, I'm trying to be on some old school Lil Wayne shit. Like I want the people to really feel me and hear me. So I'm ready for it. I'm ready to apply this pressure and just keep working. Like I love it.
Yes. Now that's dope. And with ABCD, I mean, you already mentioned ABCD, but
Yeah.
this was the question I wanted to ask you because it was like towards the end of the project.
Yeah.
So I held off. So it was cool because you were so raw on the track. You were like, you're tired of hearing people say I'm no longer important, and then you even had a line where you was like basically talking to Shorty and like, don't compare me to J.I. And I was like, yo, it's funny that you put that on the track.
Know they really cross me over like she AI. And don't you ever try compare me to no J.I. Baby girl, I really been through hella chaos. Trey songs, bullets make a nigga say no more Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Was it difficult
Out
to
of
be that
here, people
raw?
saying I'm no longer important. I paved the way for these niggas, but I feel like I lost it. So they really crossed me over like she, hey, don't you ever try to, yeah. Yeah, I like J.I.'s music. I do. I really do. He's Puerto Rican like me. He makes good music. A lot of people just, you know, and you know how the media gets, so they just trying to eat that up. And I actually like the kid. I like his music. I'm not a hater and none of that. Like his shit is fire. I can see why they compare because we both Spanish and stuff, and we both got raw flows. He got a raw style. Okay, he got a raw flow, but we don't sound the same. That's what I was trying to get
Yeah.
at. Like I do melodic music differently, so we don't sound the same. And as far as the rapping, because I seen he used to rap like me, and we used to rap and stuff, bro. That's just people trying to make shit up. So like that wasn't a diss or nothing. That was just me saying I'm tired of the comparisons and shit. Cause I actually like the kid shit.
Yeah, that's dope. I
Yeah,
figured that.
yeah, he got New York lit right now too. I like him.
Yeah, I like his music too, and I thought it was just cool that you addressed it because I know the media, the how they are. I mean, I'm a part of
Now
media,
I'm
but
more shit. I'm gonna say what I want to say though. Like they're not stopping me. Like that's why I say they saying I lost it and don't compare me to him. Like bro, I'm gonna say what y'all say to me back. Y'all not gonna. I basically learned that like when Eminem did 8 Mile, he fucking came at himself. How you gonna compete with that? How you gonna compete with somebody who knows? Who knows already? We know. Like, and that's our point. So we know, and we're gonna tell you about it, and we're gonna let you know, and we're gonna continue to let you know. So be a fan of it and take notes. If not, let us know your opinions, which help us grow more. How make us make better music and understand other people's point of views because we have our own mindsets and stuff. So it's different.
yes, and I think that was clever. I like that approach where you're like, I said it, I know. So yeah, that's dope. What's next for you? What do you want people to gear up for? And I always wanted to know, like with artists, are you working on music videos? Because right now we're in quarantine, but I don't
Um,
know.
yeah, I'm working on some videos. I was with a videographer. My cousin directed get 2 days ago. Yeah, we working on some stuff. I got a song called COVID-96. People probably thinking because of the 6ix9ine reference, I'm born in '96. I'm a '90s baby.
Got it.
That's why I called it COVID-96. And that's the song that you played in the background that says Forgiato. I don't know why my engineer named it that, but that's COVID-96. And I'm about to shoot that. I'm about to shoot Love Song with Gliz. I'm gonna do some stuff on the project because the people want to see that. I got a lot of videos lined up actually. Yeah. I'm just waiting for like it to open up because I went to a video shoot the 2 days ago with Chicklet from Instagram. He was
Okay.
there. Daniel Jean, a couple IG famous people were there showing love and stuff to my bro Benzo. Me and Benzo, we got a hit song from back in the day called SOS,
Oh,
and
I saw that video.
we
Definitely
we
dope.
did a part two in the studio. So me and him got something planned for a video for that. We're coming out with a part two. The fans waited like 2 years, so when they hear this one, they're gonna go crazy. So like, I got so much videos lined up and stuff, and music like it's gonna sound like Jay Star they wanted from like 3 years ago. Then they're not expecting it. I even linked up with a couple people that I started music with
Mm.
that they're gonna be like, I thought y'all wasn't cool. I thought y'all was trying to kill each other. Like I got so much stuff planned. I'm trying to bring peace within my neighborhood and trying to build this big image for how Brooklyn and Queens should look. You know?
I love that.
Yeah.
So, what part of Brooklyn do you want to name or?
I be in East New York and I be in Bushwick. Like that's my two sides of Brooklyn. And
Okay,
then in Queens
fire.
it's like Ridgewood, Glendale. Those are my two sides of Queens and stuff. So
Okay, that's dope. COVID-96, amazing. By the way,
it's raw as shit. Yeah, that's what's coming. Just raw.
yes, I loved it. I was so happy you sent that for the flyer. I was like, wow, what is this? And you know what's so crazy? Before you had posted it and you was like, did not come out yet. I really went on YouTube and I was like, Forgiato, J Star.
Yeah.
And
I wanted to send you something that no one has, and I wanted like I seen all the snippets on your page already, and I seen people showing their commercial side, and I was like, I'm gonna just show me. I'm gonna just be me. So like I look like this because my PR told me to look good. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Damon, man. I love you, bro.
yes, I love him too. Yes, shout out to
I
Damon,
love
always
Damon,
holding
bro.
it
Of
down.
course. Yeah.
So where can everybody find your music, stay in tune with you,
Uh, love songs
platforms?
drop everywhere. Spotify, iMusic, Apple Music. I don't even got none of that stuff, bro. Cause I love SoundCloud. SoundCloud pays me so much money, and no, I don't. So I like SoundCloud. It's on YouTube. Shit, it's on the little Instagram when you play the music thing on TikTok. It's everywhere. Like That's where you can get the love songs, and that's what's out right now. As far as the music that I'm gonna drop, I hope they stay patient. I hope they keep watching and build with me and work with me, because we can't get visuals. We can't go outside as much as I think we can. We're doing the best we could during this quarantine. It's bananas right now. It's like nuts.
Yeah,
I
that's
went
a
to
fact.
Target yesterday, and this shit was like, I was like, they're open, you know? So I was like, I want to feel normal and go ahead and shop. Bro, it felt like bumper cars in Coney Island. I was out of there. I was gone.
Wow.
Yeah. Got
And
people
that's
stealing carts and snatching breads and stuff. I was like, I'm gone. I'm out.
not safe neither, because everybody, like, the lines, I know they got the lines, but everybody's still close to each other. It's like not working in New York, I feel like.
Nah, it's not.
Right. And what are you gonna do? Tell somebody you too close to me? You're gonna start a whole fight, like a whole thing.
It's not safe. Yo, there's still people with no mask and stuff. I'm like just stuck. My
Stress.
friends be wanting to give me handshakes. I'm like, I'm confused.
Right.
Different. You
You're
have
like,
to
just
live it different.
download.
I feel like this would be good for the people though. We'll learn how to be cleaner people, because New York got the biggest rate. We got 300 and something thousand cases and 30 something thousand deaths. That's crazy. The second place only got 50,000 cases. How the hell we got 300,000?
Right? And it lasted way longer here than I feel like anywhere else. Like once it hit here, it went crazy.
Bro, I don't want to say New York is dirty or anything, but we need to listen up. We need to pay attention, bro. It's crazy.
Right. I feel like you're right. It's gonna do better for us. Like we're gonna start being more on point, have the hand sanitizer.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be on some looking like, I don't know, Modern Warfare or something. Mask on. Shit, I got my shit right here too. Black
Hey, lit.
one. It's crazy though. This is the new normal now. It's bugged out.
Right. It's like we could walk into a bank with a mask. We could
I'm
wear a mask.
scared for the summer. I don't want to pass out with this thing.
Yeah, it's really hot. It's like hard to breathe now.
Yeah. I walked to the store today. I almost got a stroke.
Oh yeah, it's mad hot outside in New York. And summers in New York are the best, but now I'm like, I don't know.
He said, "Look, I seen a bunch of people chilling with no mask in Madison Square today. See, that's different."
Yeah, that's tough. Like if it's somebody I live with or somebody, that I'm really close to, one person, but we're not doing like a group.
I don't care. I'm spraying my mom with Lysol every time she walked through the door.
For real? My mom did that to me too though. I'd be like, all right.
What is real? I'm scared
That's
of
true.
that.
I know. At this rate though, I'm just like, who knows? It's so scary. I mean, I'm very happy though for the music, for people like yourself who are being creative and putting it out and putting the content for us to listen to while we're stuck.
Yeah, I've been trying to drop music during this whole thing, if anything, because I feel like we need it right now. It's a little drought. And all the big artists are dropping music too, which is pretty good because it mixes in, it blends in well. We got the people who get their selections and stuff. So it's a great time to drop music and a great time to focus on working on music. I've been able to focus a lot. Got so much free time. It's like, because when the quarantine's over, I'm usually doing PR stunts with Damon, or I'm in the studio, or always in the studio. I would have been in the studio every day or something, but now I get to focus on writing better music because I got so much time. The studio's closed here and there, so I get to really focus and perfect my craft and stuff. So it's a blessing.
That's so dope. And I love to hear that you're taking it like the positive way. So those are the vibes that I want for everybody during quarantine. Follow J Starr. Make sure you be on that positive vibe.
Just call me Corona, cause I got them sick. These niggas be hating and say they don't like me, but just like they shorty, they all on my dick. White, bitch, I'll hit a lick, and then take the charge like I'm setting a pick. I can't fuck with niggas who say they my brothers, who then try to turn on a nigga and switch. I can't trust these bitches who say that they love me, cause shit can get ugly. I'm fucking a buddy if she try to play me. Or